See you soon. See you.
Hi everyone, we are live.
Can't hear you. Yeah, I know.
If it's working, I haven't seen any comments today.
Wow, I'm close.
Hey guys.
No, people are on. People are coming on now.
Are we live?
Yeah, I can see us.
All right. Do you see Nicole frozen?
Yeah, Nicole's frozen.
Okay.
We are live.
Well, hi, Nicole.
Yeah. I'm frozen.
Nicole, I'm gonna kick you out and then bring you back in. We're gonna let her figure that out for a second.
Thaw her.
Sorry guys, a bit of technical difficulties. But Adam, what are you doing?
Now I'm in the middle.
Let's say hi. Hi. We have Nicole coming in, maybe. Okay, well, in any case, let's get it started. So, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Here's Nicole joining us. I'm very glad that you're all here joining us. I have here with me on this side my very best plant friends, and we just wanted to hang out with you guys together because by now we probably would have put out a collab video in this point.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're just gonna listen to this. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're all gonna be repotting, right? Are you guys repotting?
Yeah. What are you gonna be repotting? Ooh, what do you have, Adam?
Well, I have a Burley Marks Philodendron that I had a friend subscriber send me a bunch of, and I've just had it in here, and it needs to be in soil.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Look at those roots.
So that's what I'm going to do. And then I have a variegated peace lily that this is my second one that I've had. The first one I had, when I repotted it, it like died instantly. So this one I've had for like a year, and it's in the nursery stuff. So I think I'm going to repot that today, though.
Cool. Hey, everybody. Everybody's saying hi, and I don't have the comments on my screen. Can you guys see comments?
Yeah, I have my computer down here, so hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Okay.
Okay, what are you repotting, Becca?
You caught me with my mouth full. I'm sorry, I'm trying to have a snack. It's dinner time here. Okay.
I need to get my drink. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Grab it.
So I am repotting, or really just like fixing this planter box. I'll show you guys a pan view.
Ooh. Oh, that's the famous planter box from your first apartment, like when the channel first started, right?
Is it?
I think so.
Well, I'm revamping it because obviously it's in not great condition. The plants are like leaning. The stand that it's on like leans, so you can see all of the plants. Like,
oh my gosh.
It sits like this outside, so they stand straight up when they're outside, but when it's like this, they curve. So I'm trying
That is huge.
And every time I move this, I lose like 1,000 donkey leaves.
Okay.
Doing.
So I am going to be repotting this Mexican fence post cactus that Adam gifted me last time I was in Arizona. And I have it in a ceramic planter, but I recently emptied this one. So this is like a concrete patinaed planter, and I just thought this would look way better in here. So I'm going to pot this in here. So mine will be quick. Yeah.
All right.
You guys have some intricate stuff happening over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but Might as well.
So do you want to start with your repotting, and then like me and Adam can look at comments and questions and like read you stuff as we go, and then maybe once you're done we can go to Adam and then we could go to me,
That sounds great.
or whatever.
What
are you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Yeah.
My best buddy, yeah, I've killed that, gave me this Buffalo Trace when he came to visit in Arizona.
Steve.
So that's what I'm having right now.
What do you have, Becca?
Well, I'm drinking water and
Angry Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
I have Jack and watermelon juice.
Watermelon juice?
Simply watermelon. Delicious. And it's Jack honey too, so it's extra yummy.
I bought watermelon a couple of weeks ago that it was like super ripe and I didn't realize. And so when I opened it, it was kind of gross. So I blended it up with honey and it was delicious.
Oh, you mentioned that. Did you mention that in a video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, I need some melon.
So it's like the same
I need some melon.
the same, just no alcohol. It's delicious.
Yeah, I bet. It sounded like it was really good. What's everybody drinking over there?
Yeah,
what are you guys sipping on?
If you guys want to start repotting with us, you're welcome to do that. If you guys have any questions for us, comments, any subjects you want us to talk about, just let us know, because us three can like rattle off and chat on our own. But
Yeah.
I want to feel involved too. So
Yeah, for sure.
just let us know.
So I have my comments off to the side here. So if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm trying to read your comments that are coming in very quickly. So maybe me and Adam can both of us, between the two of us. Gin and juice all the way, Dennis. Nice. Sipping on gin and juice. Truly lemonade.
my money. Hey, my BFF Chrissy just came in. Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy. Guys, if you're here from my channel, thanks so much for coming over. I was very excited about this. I haven't hung out with these two in months, and this quarantine's got us like... So Becca had the lovely idea of us coming on her channel and hanging out with all of you guys. And I thought that would be such a fun idea. So I was really excited about it. So I posted like 1 million posts on my Instagram stories. So thanks for dealing with that. Ooh.
Someone said that they could see my place in the daylight now, and yeah, I guess it's true because I usually never am filming in the daytime.
You're always in the dark. All Things Houseplants sent a super chat for $2.99. Love you all so much. That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ooh, Cody's drinking a prickly pear sweet tea.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Becca's such a rookie.
Is Becca on the phone?
This is Becca De La Plans. How can I help you?
She is a multi-talented boss woman.
Look at her face. Who is this on the phone?
Right on top of that, Rose. Oh, I wish I could get on my phone to pretend that I was talking to Becca right now and we could do like a little skit.
You might still be live by that time, but...
Adam, so good to see you. Just regular tea for the Cody from the Plant Channel. Sipping on tea.
Sorry, that's my sister.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. She's telling me she's coming over later. I don't know why.
She wants to be a part of the live. Becca is famous. Becca is famous.
I did not mean to click on that.
Is that why it popped up?
So awkward. I'm like, everybody look.
Nicole, move over. We gotta make room for Becca's head. We need to scooch in.
So awkward. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Okay. Somebody asked what's on my hand. This is a cactus glove. It's not the most amazing cactus glove because it's still like kind of small. I don't like using big gloves because I like to have what is it, like dexterity? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say the wrong thing. Okay. Well, I like to be able to like still feel the plant, but that's kind of difficult when it's like a cactus. So
Yeah.
I just don't know how this is gonna work. I might have to get a piece of cardboard for this.
It's gonna be fun. Get some. So I have these that I'm gonna use because we all know how much I like to touch cactus. I have my tongs.
Tongs, that's a really great idea.
Tong.
I just got soil all over myself. Yeah, so I'm gonna use those.
Do you think it's
Ooh,
to order out of the country right now? No.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Someone asked if we think it's safe to order plants out of the country right now. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'd say no too. I have seen so many people, Nicole being one of them, but other people as well, getting boxes that are like soaking wet and the plants are just all dead. So I don't know if they're getting treated with something, if they're getting sprayed with something, but it doesn't seem like it's a smart idea to do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would wait. I would wait until things get a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd say like maybe into October. I don't know. I don't feel safe doing it. Just not because I'm afraid there's gonna be germs on it, but because I'm pretty sure that they are spraying the boxes with sanitizer, which is a nice thing, but also it's gonna kill the plants. So.
Yeah. In the life of Ashley, Smirnoff Raspberry. Yum.
Someone asked where I got my shirt, and it's from an Instagram artist, JRLE Francois, but Franz. I love this shirt because I love Friends, and yeah, everyone always asks about this shirt.
I love that shirt.
That is a good shirt.
I ordered from Green Spaces and have been communicating with them, Elizabeth's plants. Okay, that's good. Definitely stay in communication with them because I know that they specifically have had some issues with boxes being sprayed. So Sarah says your ring is gorgeous, Becca.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It looks very sparkly right now with my ring.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. I love it. I shouldn't be wearing it right now, but oh well. Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab a piece of cardboard just to wrap around this.
Are you only using one glove? Are you being that much of a daredevil?
Yeah, because Leo plays with my he plays with my glove, the other one. So I keep one of them so that I always know where it is, but I don't know why it is. Like maybe because I sweat in them, it really smells like me. I have no idea. It's kind of weird. But he loves the other garden glove. He will never ever.
That's so funny. I loved your post today with his little face. Did you guys see Becca's Instagram post today with Leo? So cute.
Adorable.
I took so many photos of him in that arrangement, so there will be more.
Good.
All of my kids in one place.
Hi from Tucson, Alex. Sorry, Adam.
No, that's okay. Dahlia said she just started her Instagram plants. She was got into plants because of Becca, and she just started her Instagram today, her Instagram journey. So, congrats.
That's so great.
Did we meet at a plant swap? I met someone named Dahlia at a plant swap. Tell me if that's you. Because if it is, hello again. And I still have the plant that we swapped. It's
Oh, that's so sweet.
I planted it in this one. So if that's you, let me know.
Becca, do you remember that plant swap that we went to in Phoenix in February? And there was the girl who basically looked like your twin. Like I would have walked up to her if I just saw her from behind because her hair was long and dark like yours. Do you remember that?
I don't.
You took a picture.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, we look really similar.
Oh, I remember the picture.
Yeah. So she's the one that plumeria that I was showing you guys that's out back. She's the one who had that. So I need to show her that picture to let her know that it's thriving.
You should. I think her Instagram is like one more plant, please.
Yeah.
So Dahlia said, unfortunately, no, she's in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Well, hi Dahlia, welcome. And I'm so
That
glad.
is such a pretty name.
Yeah, that's a beautiful name. I'm really glad that you are into plants now, and I'm glad that it was, you're here now. That's really fun. The collab you guys did with Bloom and Grow was so helpful for us new YouTubers. Oh, I'm so glad. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks, another plant chick. That was such a fun collab to do. Maria's just fantastic, isn't she?
She's awesome. And not just saying that, like, she and I have hung out on a personal level before, and it's just like, she's the best. So nice. We came over to the house last year, and we just feel really awesome. So I'm still trying to get this silver torch out of the pot. It's like really dug down in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move it.
Oh my gosh. That's huge.
It's really big, and it's grown this like weird skinny tip now.
Yeah. You're freaking me out.
Oh, yeah. Nicole really does not like the cactus spines.
I love cactus. I love them, but I can't touch them.
This one's weird because it does have like prominent spikes, but these little ones will get you if you hit them at the wrong angle.
Yes. So I have a cactus spine in my heel, and it's one of those microscopic ones that you can't see. Like I can't find it, but I can only feel it like when I put my foot down at a certain angle, and it's just a part of me now. It's just in there. It's not leaving.
Who you are.
Jay came in and said someone was asking about stickers, and I'm not sure who it was, so I apologize. But yes, we all have stickers. Becca has De La Plante stickers. She has Leo face stickers. And Natu just came out with stickers a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And I have stickers too, so you could find them on all of our stores.
Yeah. Like through our Instagram bios would probably be like the easiest.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hannah has a plant question, and she said her monstera started a new leaf, and before it could even unfurl, it turned brown/yellow. Why do you think that is? So from my opinion, I mean, it's hard to diagnose, but I've had similar plants do the same thing when they had spider mites, which is something you might want to check for.
Spider mites will get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
Or it could have been burned by the sun, but I would probably check for spider mites. Like get a magnifying glass.
Adam's a pro at checking for spider.
Yeah, that's your big talent, Adam.
And then into like a sad, depressed spiral of like, oh no, they're everywhere.
Oh God. Let's see. Sorry, they're coming up fast. I'm the world's slowest reader.
And so someone asked how to know if their plant has spider mites. So there's burley marks right here. I'll show you. The places you want to look on a plant for spider mites are like right in this little area, right where the petiole meets the leaf, and underneath you'll see very fine webbing. So what I do is I take a flashlight, and put it behind the plant and shine it and see if I can see tiny little webs. Sometimes you'll have actual spiders in your plants which have webs, but these webs are very fine and they're kind of, they're a little thick, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you need to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
And you'll usually see the spiders. Like if you have even like your phone flashlight is probably the best thing to use out there because it's so bright. But you can see little tiny white spiders on the webs. If it's just a regular spider, like I have regular spiders in my house now, like crazy. And I was looking at my plants while I was recording a video, and I saw webbing on a few of my cacti, freaked out. And it was just a regular spider because there was 0 spider mites. Like I couldn't see any, and they were not, like Adam said, not thick and like together. And so you'll know.
Yeah, and you'll also see like maybe like red dots, or like if it's a lot later in the infestation, like red dots. And also if you flip the leaf over, there's white dots too. But when I have found it, it's when I was sometimes like filming a video and then I hold the plant up against light and then I see it. So we've seen that.
Yeah.
Worst
Cody from Happy Little Bush said try to focus for a really long time and just wait to see movement too. That also works for thrips. Thrips are much more gross though.
Thrips. Oh, thrips are that one pest that I have not had. I need to find some wood to knock out.
Yeah, you do.
At all.
I just knocked for us both.
Yeah, Adam, go knock on something, please.
Oh. My dog's
We're not superstitious at all.
I had it one time. Okay, I'm trying to position this so that whatever. I'll come in and out of the frame. But I had it one time on a plant that was very special, and I didn't even care. I just threw it away. It wasn't worth it to me. I kind of regret that now, but
I just did that with aphids because I found aphids covering one of my Hoyas. It wasn't one of my favorite Hoyas, but I have never had aphids before and never really saw them in person. And the second I saw it, I was like, I got to get rid of this. And I just threw it. But that's one of the easier ones I feel like to take care of. But I let my emotions get the best of me.
when you told me you just threw it away, I was like, oh, come on. But I get it.
I mean, I just have everything so close together that like I was just like, I can't risk it.
Yeah, my plants were super close together too. And I recently moved a bunch around and gave them, which is a good thing. Like you want to keep your plants together because they thrive off of each other, but not when you get a pest.
Yeah, at the same time, that pest is going to thrive too.
Mm-hmm. It's catch-22. How you doing over there, Becca?
Doing good. I realize you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm currently, let's see if I can.
Ooh, those spines are awfully close to your wrist.
I'm combining the plant that we repotted with our tiny hands. I'm
Ooh,
putting
tiny hands.
here.
Mine is thriving outside. My tiny hands cacti.
Is it blooming still?
It has about 5 new petals. No, that one's the blindfolded one. The bottom brush. But yours, the one that Becca's doing right now, like the Jacob's coat, I think it's called.
Right.
That one has grown like 4 or 5 new petals, and it's just loving life.
That Arizona life.
Mine finally put out one right here and one on another one. That's like the first growth that I've seen from it, but it's been stable. Like it's definitely happy. It just hasn't done anything.
I do see a lot of questions on the chat about people having plant issues, and I just want to say, check for pests, like very closely inspect, because someone said earlier, it is spider mite season. It's really pest season. As it starts to warm up, like they all come out. And if your plant is acting weird and acting different than it has, like I had a Siltepecana that was growing amazingly, and then all of a sudden it just stopped growing, and the leaves were really tiny or they were yellow. And then it was covered in spider mites, and I was like not paying attention to it. So like, know your plant. If it's growing weird, check it. If it has turning crispy or the new growth is having issues, like seriously check it for pests, because my guess is that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I just had a question. Where did it go? Nora says, I have these 10 millimeter long black bugs climbing on my philodendron leaves. Any suggestions on what it could be? 10 millimeter long black bugs.
What color are thrips? I think thrips are black.
Yeah. Do they look like a cigar shape? That is a thrip if it's the shape of a cigar. Or Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Do thrips fly?
Yeah, the adult forms do.
Nora, they might be thrips.
Be careful, Nora. Separate it. Also, if you even suspect that a plant has a pest, separate it from everyone else immediately.
Yeah, my spare bathroom's full of a bunch of like suspected pests that I'm treating. So the shower is just full of plants.
Yeah. Don't
I
wait.
feel like well, spider mites thrive in drier climate, right?
Yeah.
All my plants,
I feel like what was that?
all my plants that have gotten spider mites have been in my really sunny windows where they dry out a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. And just the climate that you guys are in general, like Arizona's so dry all the time.
Yeah.
It's really humid here in Chicago, and we're still running our humidifier from time to time, so I feel like that may be on our side. But
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that same thing with my semi-hydro, passive hydro plants. I was like, oh, I'm not going to get spider mites because they don't like humidity. And obviously humidity is rising from the leca and the cash pot. But sure enough, alocasia got spider mites.
that good old alocasias, all the alocasias.
There was a
I have
couple
yet-
things.
Sorry.
Sorry. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say I have yet to get spider mites on an alocasia.
I don't know how, Nicole. I just don't know.
I don't either. I just feel like
I'm not
like that's
lying.
where they create. Spider mites are created by allocations. I feel like.
This could be true, but knock on more wood. God, please.
Someone asked, there's a couple questions, but someone asked if we use preventatives, and I do use neem oil sometimes if I remember to like clean the leaves, but I don't spray down my plants once a week, and I probably maybe should. I don't know.
Neem oil is just one of those preventatives that I literally can't use because it makes me sick. Like sick to my stomach, the smell. I just can't handle it.
Yeah, it's stinky.
See, I don't. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, it's terrible. I think you can also use like water with a tiny drop of dish soap, right?
Yeah.
That can also help.
I would say like maybe every 6 months I will, which is not often enough, I will spray my plants down with like neem and insecticidal soap, but I still get pests. So, I mean, the one pest that I get, or the two pests that I get the most is spider mites and mealybugs. Pretty consistently. And mealybugs don't scare me. Just kill it as soon as you see it. But spider mites, it's like, well, who else has it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's a bit difficult.
I've had mealybugs a couple times. Mealybugs, yeah, I've definitely had them.
They're gross, but they're easy. In my opinion, they're the easiest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because really all you have to do. What are you doing? Everybody's interrupting me during this live.
What?
Everyone's interrupting me during this live.
You're popular.
Popular. I'm gonna be popular. Sorry.
I don't think insects even do anything to spider mites. Ooh, have either ever done beneficial insects? Predator insects?
I have not.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Beneficial insects?
Have
Do
we
we use
used
them?
any? Oh,
Mhm.
no, but I I mean, if I was the only one living here, I might, because green lacewings are beautiful bugs.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would mind having those like flying around my house, but
Yeah, I would mind. I would definitely mind. But they are pretty.
the patches would go crazy for them though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't survive in your house.
No.
I've considered releasing them in my bathroom as a preventative, just in case. I'm always paranoid.
Wow,
Look at those roots. A jinx.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Peanuts Plants asked a YouTube question that I think I want Becca to answer. If you want to, she said, I can't find it now, but she basically said, if you film a video and edit it, but you aren't in love with it, do you still post it?
Yes. And here's why. I think it's really important that we have that as like kind of like a memory of like where we were at that point. Like, let's say you don't like it because you weren't very well spoken or the lighting is really bad. I think that your message should still be heard. And in the future, you can refilm it like with more information. Like my series previously on De La Plants is basically built upon that. And like we will never be fully satisfied with videos that we make, and that's just like, at least I won't. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and there's always something that I can find wrong with the video. But I think it's really important to just show up anyway. Like if there's something that will obstruct people from like listening and watching and caring, like you're in a dark room and your audio is like really, really, really bad, then I would probably refilm. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think? Would you agree?
Well, I would agree. For sure. And I've done this numerous times. I'll watch back old videos and I'd just be like, oh, I should have added that in there, or my focus was off, or the lighting was off, or something. But it's gotten so many views and so many comments, and it's helped so many people that I think, what if I didn't put that out? You know, so I definitely agree with you. But I'm also not a perfectionist, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's funny to me, the videos that I hate the most, or the ones that I'm like editing and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awful, is like the ones that perform the best. So
yeah, that's so
I haven't
true.
finished something and then decided not to post it. I've filmed stuff and not even edited it and just like left it there because I am a perfectionist. And I think the friendship with these two is really helping me try to like get out of that, because, you know, Becca will be a proponent and say that even if a video has already been done, like people might want to hear it from me, or, you know, in my style or whatever. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, that video is already done by X and X person. I don't need to do it.
Right.
So like, and I don't know. I try to get out of that perfectionist a little bit. So I see a lot of the comments that people are like, done is better than perfection. Jay said that, and it's true. Like, if you film a video, edit it, just put it out, because it's part of your journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's okay to like be human in that and like hate a video completely. There's so many videos. Like, if you guys remember the video I made about the trellis on one of my Hoyas, I hate that video even to this day, but I still put it out, and a lot of people really found it helpful. And
You know, that's funny that you say that about that video. That's the one video that my best friend, who's also into plants, she messaged me and was like, I saw this video by Becca and I'm going to do it today. And she literally she made your trellis. And I was like, that's so cool, you know? Yeah. And I love that video.
that's beautiful. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah. That's so weird that you brought that up, because that's literally the one video that she mentioned to me that she was doing. And then she sent me a picture of it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. To get to some more questions, Kaylee a while ago asked what I do for a job. I'm a wedding photographer. Not currently, but I will be in a couple of months, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then there was another one and I missed it. You guys type fast. Oh, Happy Little Bush. Cody says, I'm wanting to start up a YouTube, but I don't know what to put out first. Like, who am I? Like, how do I rip off this Band-Aid and just get it over with? I think, Cody, that's the hardest part, is taking that initial step and doing it. You might be thinking that it's a lot of work. You don't know if people are going to watch, or I don't know. A lot of things might be going through your head, and those are just some of the things that went through my head. But I'll watch. So I think you should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely should. Absolutely. And like, the thing is, Cody, I'm speaking directly to you. You are so involved in the plant community already.
Yes.
Like, people know who you are because you're a good friend. And like, you show up for people. And so like, that alone will bring people to your channel. Like, all three of us will be like, go follow him because he's genuinely an amazing guy.
Yeah, you're great. Serena said you should do a houseplant tour, and that's funny because I think that was my first video that I did. I think that's a nice, easy introduction into the plant community on YouTube because you're showing off your collection to everyone, so people know what you have and what you can kind of bring to YouTube.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a really easy way to start. And you don't have to show yourself on camera for that. That makes it even easier. Like, you're just walking. Ouch! You're just walking.
What?
Hello.
I just got poked really bad.
Hold on a second. I can't hear you.
It's in my uterus.
Oh.
Time.
Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mama Clean Leaves.
Hi, Mama.
Love
Queen.
seeing you guys again together.
And we're not destroying your home while we're together, so that's even better.
There you go. There you go. So you can happily watch from home without us tearing apart your kitchen. Or your AstroTurf.
I miss Miley, though.
Same.
She just being a Miley.
The last time I freaked out.
Jay actually had a good point. He just popped into my room for anyone wanting to start a channel. And he said, it's kind of like having a baby. You're never going to be ready, ever. You're never going to be fully ready. Just rip the Band-Aid.
That is so true. As someone with no children, that's so true. But no, I can imagine. I mean,
I never, when I started a channel, like I never was like, oh, this is like, I want this to, like, I want hundreds of people to watch. Like, it never was on my mind. It was like, I just like to create.
Yeah.
And so I feel like in my mind, ideas are just floating around. And if you don't take it and make action, then someone else will. It'll float away and it'll go to someone else. So grab it and take hold and then just do it.
that's very, very true.
Yes.
I'm almost done, you guys.
All right. You did that way faster than I could have ever done that.
I got poked many times.
Did you?
Yes.
You didn't even make a peep.
She did once.
You didn't hear it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. In the life of Ashley asks, what do you guys use to film? Do you want to start, Becca?
Yeah, I have it right here. Actually.
Oh, I have mine too.
This is my camera. Oh wait. It's a Canon M50. And it's like a simple Canon camera. I mean, it wasn't like the cheapest camera I've ever had, but it's a great camera. And it's great for photo and video, which is something that's important to me because of my Instagram. And then I have a ring light, which I have a shirt over right now to diffuse the light. Thanks, Adam, for that tip. And then a tripod. That's literally it. Nothing insane. Nicole?
Me? My turn? I have the... What?
Adam for last.
Adam's got a lot of stuff. I use the Sony RX100, which has the little pop-up screen. There we are. So I use this with a tripod, or I simply sit it on my shelf, and it's super light. I could pop this into my purse, literally, when I'm out, like if I'm doing a shop with me or a vlog. And then I have a light that's on me right now because it's 8:10 in Chicago and it's dark, and it's just a tripod with a little LED light that I think was maybe $20. It was super cheap. I use it for photography sometimes. And I have a small mic that is a Zoom mic, and it's because this camera, the only downfall with this camera is that there is no mic input, so I can't attach a mic to it, which sucks. But my Zoom mic works fine when it's not.
I have a, what is it called, Adam? The mic at the top of your camera? Is that a shot mic?
Boom mic.
A shotgun.
Shotgun.
I have a shotgun mic.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, you're up. We have another hour.
Okay, you're
Oh.
taking that.
Oh, Jay said my light was $100. My bad.
I use a myriad of equipment, but my main filming camera is a Nikon D800, which is a full frame. But I had that equipment because I used to do wedding videos. So like, if I was starting, I would do exactly what, like the two cameras that both Nicole and Becca have are on my list for like vlog cameras. I have a Canon G7X Mark II that I use for vlogging. But yeah. And then I have a couple lights that I found that are like dupes of really fancy lights, and they're in the $100 range. And I have like a big, it's called a lantern on this light right now that's lighting me. So it's like a softbox. But that's it.
Yeah, your lighting is on point.
I mean, I have a lot of lights, and I like because, you know, I do my lighting like I like it, but I'm a little extra in all that whole department. And by little, I mean a lot.
I like your brand though. It's like so fun. I love being at your place and seeing everything. Like it was so surreal.
And messy.
It wasn't messy.
Not any more messy than my place.
I just have like all of my lighting poles and everything, just like tripods everywhere.
That's Jay's studio, so I guess I'm used to it.
I feel like when we go to Nicole's house someday, it'll just be spotless.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it!
It's always spotless.
Not.
I just really want to take a nap on your couch. Like that's I feel like ever since I've seen your couch, I've just wanted to take a nap on it.
My couch is very comfortable. Like if one of us is sick, I could sleep on that couch any day. I love it. We've had it for years. It's from IKEA, so it wasn't even that expensive.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, my house is not spotless.
Have you guys heard of the cloud couch?
I think so.
I kind of want to get one. But they're very expensive. That would be a huge investment. But like,
yeah,
you keep your couch for like 10 years, like literally until it has a hole, right?
I'm a big proponent of putting your money where your time is spent. So couch, bed, like don't skimp on those. Shower towels, sheets, all of that. You get the good stuff.
I would love to know. Okay, in the comments, tell us what is the one thing that you like what Adam said. What is something that is like very important to have like a good one of? Like some people will say like really nice pots and pans. Others would say a couch. What is it for you? What is it for you, Nicole?
If I could have one really good thing of something, I would probably say a mattress. But I'm saying that because we need a new mattress. So I would probably say a mattress. I mean, but I don't know, because I sleep just fine, so it's not like I'm lacking sleep. But that or a new coffee table. I think a coffee table would be great. Because we spend a lot of time in the living room. We eat dinner at our coffee table, and our coffee table's wrecked. So it's something I see like a lot.
If I had to narrow it down to like one, it would definitely be sheets, because there is no greater feeling than sliding in comfortable sheets when you're ready to go to bed, in my opinion.
Cold, comfy sheets.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
And I just bought my first bedroom set. I'm going to turn 35, and I finally bought a bedroom set. So that's exciting.
You're a big boy now.
I am.
Steve said tequila. Yeah, I've killed that. Everybody's saying bed. A lot of people saying bed and sheets.
I saw someone say internet. That's a good one, especially now.
That is a good one.
Really good. I think the thing for me is probably, it doesn't necessarily, I don't know if this would count towards this, but I would say having like a newish car, or like a car that isn't the beater car. I mean, like my first car was a mess, which it should have been. It's a good thing. But I think like after that experience, like it breaking down all the time and always having to like rely on my dad to fix it and all of these things, which is really nice. But I just would not want to be in that situation anymore. So if I can, I want to have like a really reliable car all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have a pretty nice car that we've had for years, and it's nice to not have to worry about it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I don't need a Lexus or a Tesla. I drive a Kia, but it's very reliable.
So does my mom. Mama Cleanly's has a Kia.
They're all right. Not so bad.
They are. Someone asked, who else? Morgan asked, who else would you guys want to do a collab with in the plant tuber world?
Ooh, is Sharina still here? Because I want to collab with her.
Same.
Sharina.
I want Sharina to teach me how to dance. Sharina and her roommate need to teach me how to dance because they're the best at it.
Yeah.
Sharina's so, her energy is just contagious, you know? She's so sweet. I would love to collab with Sharina. I think I would also love, which would be really surreal and weird for me because she's like a celebrity, but Summer Rain Oaks just brings so much knowledge. My channel does not. So I think that would be a nice,
not true, Nicole.
I think that would be a great collab.
Betsy would be, I know a lot of people are typing Betsy, but Betsy would be, it's so hard to like figure out how to collab with someone that you can't be in person with. Like you three, we're doing this now and it's great because it's easy. We're friends. We've met before, but like, I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
Betsy Begonia is amazing too.
Someone's asking what the wavy one is. Okay, this plant right here is a crested euphorbia. So it's like a euphorbia like this, kind of. Like this is what it looks like in its normal form, basically, except this one has like 4 sides. You see how this one has 3? This one has 4 sides, but this is a crested one, and the crest happens when it gets like damaged or goes through like some sort of trauma. This will happen.
So it's not grafted?
It's not grafted.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Very cool.
This one. Okay, so actually this is all finished. So let me show it. And then
it's pretty.
Okay. So I didn't move the detail because we know why. I moved the blue cactus to be right here. And then, oh dang it. This is very heavy. I'm just gonna slide along. You can see the silver torch, and then there's the other end.
That is so pretty.
I'll answer any questions after I put it down.
Oh.
That looks heavy. Is it heavy?
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
Whew. It looks really good though. Like that's how I wanted it to look. Like with those sort of arrangements, you have to fill them up a lot.
Yeah.
Because if they're underfilled, the plants fall over. It's just not a great situation. But I was noticing that a lot of the roots in the plants that were in it are like intertwined. It's pretty cool.
Are you going in for drink number 2?
Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Thanks. Yeah, I killed that.
I'm running a little low. Where's my
I'm
camera?
about to kill this.
Don't do that. There's a lot of alcohol in there.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay. How do you make sure not to under or overwater that container? So it lives outside, and where I live is very dry. I've talked about this before. So I never really overwater my cactus because they dry up super fast. But if you don't live in a place like me and you want to do this, somebody gave the suggestion. Honestly, I feel like it was Steve. Where are you at? It was either you or someone else, but someone suggested watering those with a turkey baster so that you are putting the water exactly where that plant is, because cactus have really small root systems typically. So, I mean, that does contain a lot of soil, and if you don't live in an environment that's pretty dry, you could definitely get some rot. So that person suggested sticking a turkey baster in and then squeezing it so you're only watering around that area.
So I use because it does stay fairly humid in Chicago, so I have to be careful, like even in the summer. But I use a giant syringe because I feel like it's more directional. Is that the word I'm looking for? Precise? I don't know. But you can really get down in there. And I top dress my soil, so it's really hard for me to tell like if I've completely saturated it because I can't see the soil. And I don't water my cactus through ever. Like I never do. So I just always use a syringe and just kind of get directional to the roots.
Okay.
Just because I feel like the soil would stay too moist in my living conditions. It works.
Yeah, well, that's good advice because we live in opposite places, and I wouldn't know. So
yeah,
that's good to know.
So Becca, when she shakes her head, her bun is just boing, boing, boing.
Someone told me that I never wear real pants.
That was great. I read that and I was like, I never wear real pants either, but I actually have real pants on right now. And
I literally never wear real pants. If I do, it's when I go out, and then the second I get into the house, I'm unbuttoning my pants. Like the door shut, I'm unbuttoning. Same. 100%. Ask Jay. Swear.
Someone asked, Soiled Plant asked, no one ever mentions Plantarina. Amanda, has anyone talked or messaged with her? I watch her. I think she's great, but I don't have like a friendship with her or anything. So no, I haven't.
I don't know anyone who does.
Yeah, I've never seen her collab with anyone. I know she goes live on Instagram and sometimes she'll bring other people into her live, which I think is great. That's an awesome thing to do. I was thinking of doing that. Yeah. But I've never seen her collab on her channel. Her channel is just so full, jam-packed of information and like amazing videos that I usually go to her for research.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like information rather.
Yeah, I think that her focus is mostly on information. And I think she's also super busy. Like she has like a huge nursery now. So
yeah, she's busy.
Yeah, like YouTube is probably just a very small, YouTube and Instagram is probably a very small part of what she does day to day. So
yeah,
that's pretty normal, I guess. For like larger creators, they can make stuff like that.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what is all of our first plants?
First plants. Okay. I'll start.
Okay.
Mine was my donkey tail, which is about to get moved outside because fungus gnats are invading my living room. But yeah, I have to repot it this year, and I'm really nervous because I've had it for about 4 years, and it was my first one that I actually kept alive long enough to get into plants. That's what got me into plants.
How are you going to repot it? Like I just thought in my mind, like the only way that I would feel comfortable repotting that is by breaking the pot and just lifting it out.
So I have a very old video of me because I had it in 2 separate containers and I combined it into one, and it was a horrible, like the filming was terrible, but this video performs so well. People love it.
Classic.
So go watch that, Becca. But I did it. I literally just pulled them up carefully out of the soil and repotted every individual stem.
I've seen a lot of people put like a pillowcase over the plant and then do it that way, but Man.
It gives me anxiety. What was that?
A pillowcase?
Yeah, I've seen some people like put like a pillowcase or something over the plant so it catches all of the stuff if things do fall off in that
Oh, then you just
situation.
sprinkle them on top.
Yeah. I mean, I lost quite a few pieces that broke off. You're going to. There's no way you're not going to.
Yeah, you always will.
Yeah.
Mine has like sections like this big that are bare, but it will grow arms out of those pieces, depending on your circumstances. But mine has. It's not like, well, it's very thirsty right now, so it's super wrinkly. I don't want to show you close up, but I mean, from afar they look better than like close up.
They might just need more sun because it sounds like it's just a little, like it looks just a little leggy. But I mean, it still looks beautiful though. But probably a little bit more sun wouldn't hurt it.
Oh, mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like some of my cactus are definitely showing signs that they need more sun, but I just can't give it to them because my patio is like this big.
Right, I know.
And like,
Yeah.
oh, it just sucks. I really want to, but I just think that they're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, same with me. Like most of my cactus stay inside because I'm worried about putting them all outside for the summer, not mainly for pests, but just because we get so much rain in Chicago and they can't really handle that much rain with that much humidity, you know?
Yeah.
So, plus I just don't like if they were regular cactus I got like from Chicago or like prickly pear or whatever, I wouldn't care. But I've gotten some of these from all over the place and I just have like a sentimental attachment to them. So if I lost them, I couldn't get that back, you know?
I'm very sentimental with plants. I totally understand.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about a lot of stuff. I don't know.
So are you going to repot next, Sam, or am I going to repot?
Oh, I can. Yeah. My first plant was well, the one that sticks out to me is the prayer plant, the one that has the burgundy stripes in it.
Oh yeah.
I got that from Sprout Chicago, and I bought a macrame plant hanger there too that was like severely overpriced, and that's what started everything. Then I was like staring at that plant hanger and I was like, I can make that. And then I started doing macrame.
Oh.
Some of the ones behind me I've made. I never sold it. It just was only for me. And I sold it to a few people, I guess. But then then I needed to fill up those plant hangers, and then I just got more and more plants. But that prayer plant, it's funny, I didn't realize prayer plants like moved, so I always thought it was dying because it was like wilting. Because then sometimes it would be pointing straight up, and then sometimes it would be pointing down. I was like, oh, I need to give it water. I've learned that now.
Bless you.
Bless you.
The bun really went crazy there.
I'll have to fix it now.
Becca, what was your first plant that you can remember?
So there's a few different like first plant origin stories, I guess. My first plant that I really brought into my house was a donkey tail succulent, like sophomore year of college, and I promptly killed it. And so I don't really count that, but after that I got a basil plant, and I used it for cooking. And I also, like, that plant taught me how to propagate. It taught me about, like, dying and coming back to life, because basil is one of those plants that's very vocal. So maybe that's why I love Petunia, because I like those types of plants. And then my first house plant was a burgundy rubber tree, which I still have.
That's the one you still have?
Mm-hmm.
The one in back of all your videos? The one that's like, hi!
Yes. It lives
I
on.
love that plant.
It's probably the only one of my ficus outside that isn't like living its best life, because when I was taking it out there, it's really tall. So when I hold on to it, it's even taller, and it smashed up against the door frame. And the new growth point was like,
oh no. It's always a new growth point too that you snap off somehow, right?
I know.
It's never like the oldest, ugliest leaf. It's always the baby, the new one.
Absolutely.
See, and I intentionally cut off the growth point on my burgundy ficus because it was too tall and I wanted it to branch more.
See,
that's right. You can do that.
I should do that again, but I don't want to.
It worked.
I have branched it off before, but it's just I don't.
Everyone's talking about your bun cardio.
But literally, my hair just does whatever it wants. It has no regard for me as a human. It's just like, I'm gonna do this.
Favorite Chicago plant shops? Planty Social, Virginia.
I know some.
I'm gonna
Go ahead, Adam.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I really enjoy Sprout. I enjoyed it. It's pricey. That's what I've been to. But there's one in the suburbs in Tinley Park called Ted's Greenhouse, which I feel like I talk about all the time. But that place is really amazing. So if it's not too much of a stretch for you to get there, you should definitely go to Ted's Greenhouse because it is such a beautiful place.
Yeah, you've told me to go there a couple of times. It's on my list of places to visit because I have yet to go there. But somebody else told me about Ted's Greenhouse too. So that's on my list. I love Sprout. Sprout's one of those plant shops that you just walk into and you're like, if I had an opportunity to own a plant shop, it would look like this. You know? The inside, the outside, the aesthetic is just gorgeous. They have planters hanging from the ceiling. It's just so beautiful. But one of my favorites in Chicago, because of proximity mainly, is Plant Shop Chicago. I talk about them a lot on my Instagram and my YouTube. Their prices are a little bit higher too, but sometimes you can find some pretty good deals. They're a smaller plant shop, so I do like to shop small when I can. And then right down the block from there, like literally less than a mile, is the farmer's market, which is also a nice plant shop. They have indoor and outdoor, which is really nice. So I hope that helps.
I think that is very helpful. Let's see what people are saying. I haven't been able to look at the comments.
I know. ST Dealer said, I love your accent. Whose accent are you talking about?
Yours.
I'm gonna guess it's mine. I don't hear an accent, and Adam and Becca tell me all the time. They're like, "Oh my God, yeah, you have an accent." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, Adam and Becca.
Adam and Becca.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
Well, I'm glad you love it, but I don't hear it.
We don't hear our own accents.
Yeah.
I do feel like where I come from in Arizona, it's a very neutral accent. Like you probably wouldn't be able to tell where I'm from if you were to just talking. Where other parts of the country, like primarily, everybody's calling. Does my family now? It's my mother. Does my family not know?
Bring Mama in.
They are all subscribed to my channel. Why did they get to know?
They're fake fans. They're fake fans.
4 phone calls in this hour time span.
If I didn't tell my mom 30
lasagna.
minutes. The lasagna. If I didn't tell my mom 30 minutes before I went on, she definitely, hands down, would have either texted me 5 times or called me during my live. Right, Mom? If you're still there, probably not. Yeah.
I love talking to my mom. We work together, so we talk all the time during the day. And then we still talk at night as well. So we're definitely...
I talk to my mom a lot, too. Jackie said meatloaf. Yeah, Adam, it's not lasagna. It's meatloaf.
Oh, why did I think it was lasagna?
Mom, the meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
Okay. I'm going to start putting questions up.
Yeah, let's do it.
When did you... when did you tell your families that you wanted to or started a YouTube channel? My parents knew from the start. Yeah, I think my mom was really like, just do it. Might as well. My mom is my mom is an entrepreneur, so she's like, it's a great business opportunity. Finally, you're going to monetize one of your hobbies. My whole life has been like, oh, you like embroidery? Sell embroidery. Oh, you like macrame? Sell macrame. Like my whole life. So
That's me.
Yes, that is.
I do that too. I do that to my kids all the time.
Yeah, I don't like me. I don't know. I don't think maybe my sister does, but I just don't think my family cares or watches my YouTube channel. So it's never something I like hid from them. My mom will watch things if I send her the clips. Like if I send her the link, she'll watch it, but none of them watch it just like randomly.
Yeah. My mom was never, she didn't even really know about YouTube before I started it. And so she never ever looked anything up on YouTube or watched YouTube that I know of. I don't think so. Oh, she is still here. But my husband was the one that kind of gave me a nudge to do it. So he knew from the jump that obviously I was going to do it. My kids were very supportive. They would watch the videos in the beginning. Now they don't as much, but whatever. But then I told my mom and she was like, oh, you can make money off of that. Okay, yeah, do it. More power to you. Do it. But I've also been an entrepreneur for most of my life, so it was no surprise to her that I was doing something else.
Mm-hmm. You got that type 3 energy. Okay, question for you. What are you repotting and why is it not in LECA? So why are you repotting not in LECA?
Yeah, Adam, what's happening here?
Because I didn't wash my balls.
There's no sensor on here.
It's a lot more intensive to like repot into LECA. So these are plants that I just wanted to put in soil. I'm having some struggles. Okay, so this philodendron, the Burley Marks philodendron, just the plain green. Philodendrons in general, they have a lot of roots and like they're constantly growing out of my net pots and they're getting huge. And I'm just like, I'm having a struggle with plants like that because plants that need something to grow on in LECA is just not easy. So that's why these are in soil.
I'm starting to get to that point with my Burley Marks too, Adam, my original one. It just doesn't stop growing, but it's so happy in LECA. So right now, like they're content in the medium-sized pot, and I have a 1-up that I can always go to. But after that, I know I'm going to be on the struggle bus with them.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like 90% LECA, but also things like this that I want to take to plant swaps. It's really hard to take things that you have growing in LECA to plant swaps because people are just like, "Ooh, what is that? I don't know."
Yeah.
So it's just better for me to put it in soil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said shocked.
People at the plant swap were kind of like, not, well, I'm going to call you out here, Adam, but people were not taking your stuff because a lot of it was in LECA. So they were like, for the average person, at plant swaps, it's not always going to be like huge plant enthusiasts. Like sometimes it'll be just like people from the community who shop at that nursery. So they walk in, they just don't know.
Yeah,
You brought some amazing plants, and they were left to the end, which I was like, you guys, that's clay balls. It's okay. You can take it out.
Exactly.
My balls are offensive. But no, yeah, like I felt the same way. I was just like, either I'm not approachable, which is not, I have heard that before because I'm so shy that people are just like, wow, that guy looks like an ass jerk. No, really. But I think the LECA was like off-putting, and even I put instructions on all the plants. I'm like, and it doesn't have to stay in LECA, but yeah. Like I had a bipenifolium, a couple of philodendron bipenifoliums, the horsehead philodendron, and no one wanted them.
That's so weird. I mean, it's literally just another potting medium. Like if someone brought an a rooted plant wrapped in sphagnum, wrapped in a paper towel, you can easily take it home and put it in soil. So why can't you just take it out of LECA and put it in soil? You know, like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
And then you get free balls out of it. Like,
You're getting demonetized. You realize this, right? Guys, you got to start super chatting Becca because she's not getting paid for this one. It's over an hour of your life not getting paid.
Also, Phil said, what are your thoughts on Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande's new song? And I literally have been singing it constantly since it dropped.
I haven't heard it.
I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive.
Oh,
Raina.
that's fun. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, it's so good. I'm terrible singing, but you know.
Cool. I'll have to check it out too.
Cool.
Actually, I think someone mentioned this on my last live and I never went to listen to it, but it might have been you, Phil. It might have been you. Now I will. I'm going to go listen to it.
It's all over
Nicole,
the
oh my God.
It's all over the TikToks.
Well, I don't have the tickies.
Nicole, there are TikToks about people like you. You know that? Have you seen them? It's like,
No, because I don't have the TikTok. I don't have the Tiki-Talk.
you have to download it. People are talking.
Me specifically, that's nothing new. Oh, Cody, happy little bush. That's funny. We're not going to say that out loud, but thank you, Cody.
Wash you. I love it. Okay. Wait, so Adam, have you abandoned ship on repotting?
No, I'm done. I don't know what else to repot.
Wow. That was just, well, you're a pro. So.
Well, I checked out there for a second, but I potted up these 3 Burley Marks and my Spathiphyllum variegata.
That is such a pretty plant. That variegation is just stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my turn?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, artichoke. This is going to take me forever. This is a pokey boy.
You have a question for me and Adam. Well, okay, remind us what you're. Sorry, that was so gross. Sometimes I just scratch my nose like a sicko.
You what?
Don't touch your face.
You know, like in elementary school when you would literally just be itching your nose, but everyone would be like, I have PTSD from that. Anyway, not the point. Like, there are so many times in videos, I have to edit myself out doing this. So bad.
Wait, do it. Wait, I didn't see you. Do it again.
It's just how I itch. And then I like watch it back and I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I just do that? Anyway.
Well, let's all out ourselves on that because I will like sometimes just like touch my ear and realize there's an ear hair and I'm like, ooh, we gotta pull that out.
Ew.
I know. As you get old, I was not prepared for ear hair, but it is a thing for dudes.
Everybody has ear hair.
But like
You don't have ear hair?
long ones that like I can
Oh,
feel.
I don't have long ones. Gross.
Old man ear hair. I used to stick my fingers in my ear and pull on the little hairs.
What are we
What?
talking about? See, guys, we go off on these rants.
Okay. We have a question on the screen. Where do you shop mostly, Becca and Adam, for plants? Would you like to go first? I think this is a great question. What are your regular spots?
The places I like to go in Phoenix, the Plant Stand of Arizona was a place that I used to go to a lot. But I would say probably if I had a choice to go to like 1 nursery or 2 nurseries, I would hit Barrage Nursery up in Scottsdale. I really like them. And Summer Winds Nursery, which is where I got this beautiful pot of Hoya australis Lisa for
Ooh, that's
$17.
What?
What?
$17?
Yeah.
Is this wait? Is this an in-person shop?
Oh yeah. So sorry. These are local shops in Phoenix.
What's it called again?
Summer Winds.
I need a cutting of that, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I like.
got you.
No, I get a cutting. No, I have a cutting of something. What?
But
I'm currently live on YouTube.
Hi, Daniel.
hi, Danny.
We're not in your house, but we're in your
Daniel, I'm filming.
Daniel.
Literally. Leo, come here.
Hey, I love the hair.
Thank you.
It's
Okay,
your filming here.
my little sister just got here, so the house is just thrown into disarray. Anyway, so
Oh,
$17 for this right here, $17 for an Australis Lisa. I'm shocked by that. In Arizona. Listen,
Yeah, I'm a little shook.
I'm gonna let you in on something. If you see a creator from Arizona who has like really sick plants, they probably imported them. Like the shops here are not it. Like
And
a
they
lot
need to make money on them.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not to say like they suck or this or that. It's just that importing those plants here is a lot harder, and like caring for those plants here is a lot harder and probably more expensive because you have to work so hard to cool it down in a greenhouse, and it's just like a lot of work. So they just prefer not to like really focus on having those really awesome tropicals. I've talked to a few shop owners, and that's what they say. Like you can't carry a lot of those more sensitive things. But
yeah.
Hoyas, I feel like we should have better Hoya game because it can't be that hard.
I have heard that a lot of like big production or nurseries don't do Hoyas because they take so long to grow, and they are like a slow grower. But so that's why I feel like a lot of people say they're not like majorly commercially available because
That's true.
they'd be sitting on inventory for a while till it got to a point where they could sell it.
That's so from a business perspective, it doesn't really make sense.
But yeah, there's no tropicals here, like ever.
It's hard. Well, when you moved to Phoenix and you came to that first plant swap, people like swarmed you because you had so many plants that none of us had. Because like if you notice at plant swaps, everyone has like the same basic variety of plants, right?
Yeah.
And when you showed up with all your fun Hoyas and stuff, like everyone was really excited. But it seems like you found a lot of those locally when you were living in the Midwest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Walmart. I mean, my big Hoya my variegated Hindu rope, $10 at Walmart. Huge pot.
I love how you highlight Lesia's comment there because she's a Hoya queen. So I would be shocked by that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I'm done.
You're all done?
I didn't even see your roots. Were they?
I held
thick?
them up. You'll have to catch it on the playback.
Oh, okay.
Look at no, they're doing really good, Adam.
Look at that cutie.
Thank you.
I
This
love
pot
that.
looks so much better, right? And it's got a matching saucer. Isn't that cute?
Is it a fence post cactus?
Yes.
I need to get one of those
You
before
do. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we have a question from Rhonda. I have a few hundred plants in my apartment balcony. Good for you. But no Hoyas. Which one should I get? So what's a good starter Hoya? We all have Hoya. So what would you say is a good starter? I'm on the hiccuping stage of drinking alcohol.
I really liked. It was my first Hoya, and I got a huge plant of it. But my green Carnosa, like it's the OG, and I love that Hoya.
It's a good one.
Easy to take care of.
Mm-hmm. I would say that any form of Carnosa is pretty easy.
That's true.
The tricolor is really easy, and oftentimes those are really easy to find as well. And
they're inexpensive.
Yeah, they're inexpensive. And if you can't find them in person, you can find them online for like $12 for like a 6-inch pot now because they are more common now. But like a year ago when I was looking for Hoya, it was a lot harder to find a Carnosa online. Like they would sell out so fast. But now I think that they've caught up with the demand as far as Carnosas go.
They're extremely prolific too.
Somebody asked me on a video, maybe you guys know, but I'm wondering as well. But you know how the Carnosa compacta, you know how they're all crinkled up? Well, what happens when they start to flatten out? Like they're reverting back to being a regular Carnosa. Why is that happening?
Are you talking about the Crinkle 8?
No, I'm talking about the compacta. You know
Like
how
the
Oh, the
Hindu rope.
Compacta. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I didn't hear you say that.
they can like start to flatten out? I have that happen.
Oh.
The weirdest thing though with the Hindu rope, when they start flattening out, they do start looking like the Crinkle 8, which is a species of Carnosa. And then sometimes they'll start looking like a Chelsea, which is also a species of Carnosa. So I don't know what causes it. I don't know if it's lighting or what, personally.
Yeah,
Morgan,
I wouldn't know.
Morgan says I think it's due to lack of light, like string of dolphins turning into whales.
True. String of dolphins do look, when they don't have enough light, they start to like flatten out and look a little bit strange.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
A bunch of people are recommending the Puvicalix. I would also recommend that. Also the Obovata. So if we're gonna like move out of the Carnosa range, the Obovata Puvicalix. Oops, I just lost my contact. Oh. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Weird.
We're back.
Well, I think one of mine.
Yeah, both of those are really easy plants. So Puvicalix. What are you pointing to? You're pointing at your.
Sorry, the Obovata is like climbing up the wall here, and then right next to it is the Pupacalix, which is like hooked itself on over to my copper bar. But yeah, those two have been like really easy. This window is an east-facing window, so they get bright morning light, and then once it hits noon, the light's over the house, so it's still bright light, but also good Hoyas.
Yeah, for sure. I love mine. It's finally starting to do a lot right now. It's doing a lot.
Your what's the name of the Hoya that you just mentioned?
Obovata? Pubicalix.
No. The one that flattens out?
Oh, Compacta.
Compacta. Yours just bloomed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The chocolate.
So pretty.
I have an all green one, and I read not to cut off the blooms, so I just kind of let the blooms fall off.
Yeah.
Leave it. But now my Wayettii is blooming, which is really fun because the bloom, I've looked it up, it looks very different than the Compacta. So I'm just really excited to see like two very different types of blooms. And like for anyone watching, I've had both of those plants. One of them I've had for over a year, and the other one I've had for less than a year. And they're both blooming right now. They're both sitting in the same windowsill, so I can really only attribute it to the conditions that they're in. It's really, I don't think it has to do with the maturity of the plant necessarily. But they're both in really, really strong east-facing light, like almost too strong.
Yeah.
Lots of light, and they're in smaller pots. They don't have a lot of space. So, I mean, I'm not an expert. Adam's way more of an expert on blooming Hoyas, and Nicole, you've had a few bloom, haven't you?
Well, just recently, my Burtonay, is that how you say it?
Yeah, but I think you probably have a species affinity Burtonay.
Okay.
It's weird, but yes, it's species affinity Burtonay.
Burtonay. Lyra Loves Leaves gifted it to me, and she gave me a few cuttings, and it was blooming while I was propagating it in like 5 different places, which was crazy. And I just potted it up in soil. It's kind of behind stuff where I would get it, but it was gorgeous. It doesn't smell much like anything though.
No, I didn't think mine just bloomed and it didn't have a scent. Like sometimes, they smell stronger at night, because I think that's what attracts the bugs to pollinate them. But the species affinity Burtonay didn't really have a strong scent.
Yeah, no.
If you really want, like my opinion, if you want a Hoya that blooms, if you want to get one, get a Hoya Bella, but also be prepared for spider mites because they love the Hoya Bella, but they also bloom prolifically and they smell so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I bought a
Christy.
Variegated hoping that would happen, and it had like a bunch of peduncles on it, and then they all fell off. So it just wasn't in the right conditions. I really don't know what's going on with that plant. It's on my patio now in a hanging thing. I just don't know how. I don't think it's well.
They're humidity lovers, so that probably is what the issue is.
Yikes.
I feel like I've been like getting rid of humidity loving plants just because like in the winter here the humidity is great, but like in the summer it is like I'll be lucky to get it to like 42% inside with like humidifiers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard because you literally cannot not have your air conditioning on. Like it's not an option.
Right.
It's running almost all day. It's over 110 degrees. Like
Yeah.
it's hard.
Pam's Pretty Plants. Hi, Pam. Said her Shepherdii and Lacanosa have bloomed so far. That's awesome. Do they smell like anything? I've never had my Shepherdii bloom. Bye, Mom.
Adam's Lacanosa bloomed. And okay, Adam, as soon as I saw that your Lacanosa bloomed, I was like, can I have a cutting?
Did I give you one? You could have had one.
No, I have one. And I check it like every single day to see if something's happening. But
it's funny, that one just like like you said, you don't cut the peduncles off, what the umbels grow off of, and you don't because Lacanosa literally had bloomed 3 times in a row. Like as soon as they all fell off, I would just notice buds started forming again right on the end of it.
That's awesome. That's really
so
awesome.
cool. Pam says that the Shepherdii and Lacanosa smell up the whole house.
They do. I got a Shepherdii from Lara.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Lara loves leaves, and it's growing really well. So I'm excited for that to finally like bloom if it ever does.
That would be awesome.
I lost my audio. Can you guys hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear it.
Is the fan too loud?
I can't hear it at all.
I can't
No?
hear it.
Okay.
Okay. So how are you guys doing? Are you we've been going for an hour and a half, which is a while. So if you guys are ready to I don't want to take too much of your evening, you know? I know that you guys have lives, so
I mean, I'm fine.
I'm having fun actually. I mean, of course
I'm having fun too. Are you guys all having fun, or do you guys want to go?
I mean, we have 2 thumbs downers so far.
We do. Well, that's better than usual. We're on a roll. Just keep going.
I can keep going. So I have at least another hour and a half. Not another hour now. Sorry, I have at least another half hour.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd say another 30 minutes, and then I'd have to hop off.
Okay, let's do that. Then I gotta take Leo for a walk. So I tried to really quickly make dinner before this, for the husband because I tried to be nice today, and I burnt it so bad, like epic.
Oh no!
But I still gave it to him, and he didn't say anything. So
That's a keeper.
Wait, what did you make?
Yeah, what'd you make?
okay, literally didn't. Okay, I'm gonna expose myself.
I feel like I was watching you eat spaghetti.
That was
Was
yesterday.
last
That
night?
was yesterday.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, you guys, we were testing this live stream out yesterday, and we were just like hanging out and talking, and I was just like eating dinner, you know. So that's what he's referring to. We were just hanging out yesterday. But okay, so what I did, I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, and I haven't been to Trader Joe's since the pandy happened because I don't know, one of my best friends works there, and I've just heard a lot, so I just kind of want to like not be a part of the reason that it's super busy and whatever the case may be. I just felt weird about it. So also, whenever I go to Trader Joe's, it's not a full grocery thing. It's like I want a few fun things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it hasn't felt like a need, but I went yesterday and I picked up some of their like frozen meals, which is literally my favorite thing. Like frozen meals from Trader Joe's are so good.
They're good though. I concur.
They're so good. So if you guys out there like a frozen meal from Trader Joe's, comment in the comments so that I can see and see. Made it. It was a stir fry chow mein type of thing, like from like a frozen bag, and I left it on high heat, and I was gonna come back to it, and then I forgot about it, and it got pretty burnt. But I mixed it up, and he didn't notice. All the things that got burnt were like stuck to the pan, so I just like scraped it off. It's okay. He's fine. He didn't.
She deglazed.
I don't even think he tastes the food that he eats. Like he's just like inhales everything. So
Yeah. Oh, Becca.
that was a really long answer.
I thought you were gonna say macaroni and cheese because that would have been fun. I think we've all burnt macaroni and cheese at one point in our life.
Honestly, I'm a stan for burnt cheese. Like, I love it. I don't even care. Like the edges of lasagna where the cheese is like burnt.
Okay, well that's
the worst part. Ew.
No,
and the
that's
edges
good.
of brownies, like all
Yeah.
of the edges. I will eat all of it.
I'm a brownie edger too, for sure. Jay likes the middle part, so we're a perfect match.
I like soft food.
What?
I don't like soft food. I mean, no, I like soft food. I can't, like the edges of the brownie pan. I don't like that. I like the middle.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll eat your edges, Becca.
Same.
It's funny when I was like, when I used to work in an office, when someone would bring in brownies, I would be the guy that would cut the edge off and just eat, and I would eat a whole edge.
Like the whole edge, just
But then
edge.
people appreciated that if they didn't like the edges. They were like, yes, now I don't even have to deal with them.
But the people that did like the edges, you pretty much
We don't
they
care
didn't
about
associate
that.
with you.
We don't care about that.
I would definitely cut right in the middle of the brownie pan and just scoop it right out. Like, I don't care.
So when so Cody is saying I like burnt rice at the bottom of the rice cooker. So Cody, you make a lot of Spanish ethnic food, right? Because you're always commenting on my stories and stuff on Instagram. But with Puerto Rican rice, the bottom of the rice that gets burnt, they call it begao, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, all my Puerto Ricans in the group. And it's like a delicacy, and I think it tastes disgusting. I think it's horrible. Like, I just can't do it, but everybody's like, save it for me because it's the best. And I'm like, no.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Okay, Cody said I'm right. Okay, good. Yeah, I just can't do it.
There was a Puerto Rican and Cuban food truck that just recently opened in Tucson, and I'm so excited to go. I'm so excited. I've never had Puerto Rican food, but Cuban
That sounds
food
amazing.
Yeah, very good.
Steve said the Thai sweet chili veggie burger from Trader Joe's, and I will concur that is delicious.
Thai
What is it?
burger?
The Thai sweet chili veggie burger.
Oh, I've never veggie burger. Okay, so
That's a good one to do it on.
I feel like I could very easily do like vegan or veggie meat and not even notice. I don't even really eat meat normally. I've never really been like a big meat eater, but there was when I was traveling in Europe, that was the only time I can even remember where I have like really craved eating meat. Probably because I was malnourished because I was only eating bread.
And you were walking everywhere because that's what they do there.
Yeah, and I had like $50 to spend for 5 days in each place I went. So my budget was tiny, but I feel like I could very easily just switch to no meat and not even notice. If it was like a veggie supplement, you know what I mean? Because I love hamburgers, but
yeah.
Have you had an Impossible Burger?
No, I would love to try one though.
I hear they're good. I hear they're really good.
I mean, I had the Impossible Burrito from Del Taco, which was good.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
But that veggie burger from Trader Joe's is definitely it's really good. So you should try it.
I was a vegetarian for like 10 months, and I don't really taste the difference in like meat substitutes either. Like even chicken, and although I hear you have to stay away from soy, and a lot of meat substitutes are soy based.
True. Hard to find.
Yeah. But our daughter, our 14-year-old, she just hit her 1-year mark as no meat, and she will eat anything, but she eats a lot of beans, like for protein and stuff. And but yeah, I'll have to try that. We don't have a Trader Joe's anywhere around here. The nearest one is like 30 minutes away. It sucks. I love that place.
That's so
Oh
sad.
my gosh. Build a bridge and get over it. When I used to live in Illinois, it was like I had to drive to Chicago to get to a Trader Joe's.
Oh my gosh, that was
Listen, I know. Listen, I hear you. You lived in the boondocks. I get it. I'm in the city. I can, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. But listen, if it's not like 10 or 15 minutes for me, I'm not going. I'm not.
I'm spoiled here because it's like literally just down the road. Like I could ride my bike there.
Yeah. Lucky. Stop bragging.
Me too. It's like 3
But they
seconds.
always have the worst parking lots. Like that's like a requirement for Trader Joe's. Like find the worst parking lot, put a Trader Joe's there.
That's how EG's is in Tucson. Literally every EG's, well, you guys probably don't know what EG's is, but
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
EG's notoriously has the worst parking lots. It's just not configured well. I just don't know what it is. I can't figure out how to take this comment down. I need someone to comment something like a question so I can switch it. I can't find it to change it.
Christy's been on.
Yeah, Christy and I chat a lot. I don't mind seeing her on here.
Yeah, Christy's the real one.
It's just, it's not relevant right now. I'm like trying to figure out how to get it off. But
Morgan said that string of hearts in my background is majestic AF in that fan breeze. I didn't plan that, I swear.
I love that. Oh, here we go. When I lived in Central Valley, I would drive an hour to the nearest TJ and get cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. That's beautiful. You got to make a day of it.
Cheesecake.
I love cheesecake. Give me some.
I can eat a whole cheesecake. That's really bad.
Okay, favorite cereal.
I love, like, maybe unpopular cheesecake opinion, but I just love, and maybe it's because of how I grew up with like not a lot of money, but the Jell-O box cheesecake is like it for me. Like I love that. You know?
I mean, they're good. Those are good.
Like I love Cheesecake Factory cheesecake too, but I mean, just give me the cheapo Jell-O box cheesecake and I will be a happy camper.
Favorite cereals? Go ahead, Adam. You lead with this.
I like Cinnamon Life, Captain Crunch, and Frosted Flakes.
Yes, but the boxes are like this big.
They're so tiny. And then all the ones that are terrible for you, you can buy in like huge bulk.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say Count Chocula.
Oh, well, and that, but that's
Halloween.
Halloween. That's my specialty cereal.
That's so funny. There was a time when I bought Cinnamon Life for myself, and then I bought a different cereal for Daniel, but he ate the entire box of Cinnamon Life before I could even like. It was like in 2 days. He ate the entire
Those Midwest boys.
That man can put back. He take down a bowl of cereal. Like I just don't.
I've never had Cinnamon Life, and I've never even heard of it.
It's low key, but it's really good.
Oh, it's so good.
And I think it's healthy.
It's like the perfect amount of like just a little bit of sugar to just like spice up your tongue, but like not overwhelming.
Mine would have to be cinnamon Cheerios. I found them a couple years ago, and that was it for me.
Never tried those.
Oh, I like anything cinnamon. Anything that like alludes to fall is just happiness for me. So
It's so basic.
I'm very basic. Pumpkin spice AF. Like if they
Yay, get the Uggs. It's pumpkin spice season.
That's me. Cinnamon Cheerios taste like Christmas. Monkey 93XF said. Yeah, I like them, and they have like a little bit of granola in them, I think too, and I absolutely love granola. So that's my jam right now.
I need to try.
Good. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that's a favorite for sure.
Yeah, I like eating that dry, like no milk, because it gets soggy really fast, and I can't do soggy cereal.
Oh, I like it soggy. Well, not like really soggy, but I will not eat the cereal right when I pour it.
Oh, I have to, like in 2 minutes, or I'm not eating it.
You gotta tap it down. You gotta get them all saturated, and then you
Yeah.
sort of chill for a little bit, and then you can start eating.
No, sorry, we can't be friends.
Okay, next question. What is your current favorite house plant?
Ooh, Andrea, good question.
What's like your MVP right now?
Mine.
I was gonna say this is so fun. Why don't we do this
fun.
often?
I know. We definitely should.
Yeah, I'm having fun. A lot of fun.
We did a live one or IRL and on Adam's, and now we're doing this one. So the next one will have to be on my channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome back to my channel.
Nicole's channel.
Okay, so my MVP of my plant collection right now has to be my Thai constellation because I can't stop looking at it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. Can you go get it? Like, is it closed?
Yeah, it is. Hold on.
I'm gonna grab mine.
I also need another drink. So.
Oh, man. I was just about to get up because I have to pee.
Okay, well, I'm coming back.
Wait, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna sit like this for the rest of the live. Would you guys be okay with that?
Yeah, that's a beautiful plant.
Isn't it gorgeous? And look at the baby leaf that was curled up last week. Look, it's opened. It's got a little fenny right there.
It's got a little fenny.
Yeah, so this is my baby. And to be honest, before I got this on my birthday, it was my Monstera siltepecana that you gave me, Adam. This thing won't stop growing. I put it on a stick from the backyard. Remember I showed you? And I think I posted it on Instagram too. And it's like 5 leaves off of that already. Like I'm going to have to find a bigger stick.
Yeah, my siltepecana it grew so well, and then it got spider mites and kind of slowed down. But now it's been treated and it's growing again. But that one grows so good.
So fast. Yeah, I'm going to patent that. The fennies. You guys got to call them little fennies.
Little fennies. That is really funny. My Thai constellation just opened another new leaf, which I was really excited about.
Oh, yours is gorgeous. Did you just get up to go get it?
No, I got my
your favorite
Hoya that I talk about all the time.
Oh God, that thing. Look at how gorgeous that is.
It has grown so much.
Look at
those. This is like the newest leaf. I mean, I just can't. But yeah, when I got this plant, it was literally just these 2 leaves.
Yeah.
So these Russian Hoya, I'm excited for my new Hoya order.
I can't even tell you how excited I am. I placed an order in early February for them, and they recently got snow like a week and a half ago, and she put a hold on the shipping, which I appreciate. Like I'll wait a little while, Yeah. But I'm getting ready to film a Hoya collection haul, and I want to wait for that delivery because there's like 8 of them in there.
And I will say, with my obavata, like you can tell here, so I don't know, it's a delay for me, but these leaves are kind of like crinkly.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a lot of people have the issue with obavata, and someone said that it needs more nitrogen, and so I did up the nitrogen, and it does seem to work because like the newest leaves here are all like flat and not crinkly. So.
That's the splash, right?
This is the Hoya variegata, obavata variegata splash.
How do you up the nitrogen? Because I've had several people tell me that, like, oh, it looks like a nitrogen deficiency.
Well, this one's This one's in hydro. So my general hydroponics nutrients that I use, I just looked at the ingredients on the back, and the ones that had nitrogen, I just upped the level.
Oh, okay.
But you can get fertilizers, obviously, that have higher nitrogen than phosphorus, or I can't think of the other one.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking I can't.
Well, that's fair enough. Because I probably do plants are deficient, and I just don't know. I don't even know what to do with that situation.
Oh, they. Morgan said bring in patches.
Oh,
Go out. Go out.
Yeah, where's Patches?
She made an appearance for a second. Hold on, Steve's grabbing.
I just brought him in here to say hi to you guys since I was
Your fans want to see
There
you.
she is. Hi, Patches. My dogs just opened my office door and walked in here. That's how strong they are. And they're both too big for me to have on camera. So I just kicked them out. Look at Leo.
I saw your puppy, Nicole.
Yeah, he's always just there. All the time. Oh.
He just ate
Okay,
dinner.
I'm gonna get Jazzy in here. Come here, Jazzy. And then somebody needs to take a picture and post it on Instagram. Come here.
It's probably the only time all of our pets will be together.
Yeah, how sad.
As far as the Russian Hoyas, though, I ordered from a lady called Margarita Hoya.
We all have our pets.
Okay,
Oh yeah, is somebody asking?
take a photo right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
They want to go out. What was that? Oh, sorry, wait.
Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, Jazzy looks like a demon. Your pets are so photogenic.
He just like full on attacked my sister.
Leo's the best, though. Oh my god.
He is. Okay. What do we got? All right, we've got 15 minutes left.
15 minutes, guys. Guys, any questions?
Question. What do you do when you have no more window space for your plants? Okay.
Oh, Josie. Hi, Josie.
I would say no more window space for your plants. You could build the shelves to go in your windows. That's an option.
It's a good option.
With rope and slabs of wood. I've seen that on Pinterest a lot. That's a really great way to do it. And then grow lights. Places
Yeah,
grow lights. I'd say that's my 2 suggestions.
That's a good idea, though, to go on Pinterest. I have, since I started this plant journey, I have found so many inspirational posts and like just ideas off of Pinterest that it's very helpful. So if you're not on there already, I would definitely check there for some creative ideas, or, you know, to get creative with a space.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see like behind Gavin now, he has those big shelves and they're lit with grow lights, a lot of it. And it doesn't look bad at all. Yeah,
Right.
those ones you can move. It's nice. It kind of to a person who isn't planty, it looks like you're just displaying them. Like people shine light on art, so
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like another option, if like up here, I have a copper bar that I just got at Lowe's, and I just have a string through it, and I just put 2 hooks in my ceiling and just have it hanging, and that's just like a perfect little plant bar.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and that's super secure. I mean, it looks awesome. It's a great way to display macrame as well.
Kayla B is asking, what would you recommend if she wanted to start a channel? We actually just did this huge collab with Maria from Bloom and Grow Radio. If you're not following her, she has a YouTube channel and she also has a podcast. and it was a collaboration with 12 of us, and we all had our own little opinion for starting your own YouTube channel. So I would revert to that video because that's a great video. But like, what's one thing, Becca?
One thing, well, I mean, it's so cliche, but just do it. And don't worry what people will think. Don't feel like there are too many people doing it already. Yeah, that's my tip. Don't feel like there's too many people doing it already, because if that was true, then like think about it in like the acting space. Like anytime a new actor crops up, and it's like really exciting for everybody. Like there's always going to be like new talent, and it doesn't detract from people who have been in the industry for a long time. It just adds to it.
Yep, that's a very good point. I was gonna say to just do it too, and not to overanalyze your videos or yourself, and just put it out, because the space definitely has the space for more YouTubers, the plant community, for sure. There's not enough of us out there. So
yeah, like there's so many voices that need to be heard. Like my friend Travis started a channel recently, Plants de Coupe, and I think it's Travis. I feel if it's not Travis, I'm gonna feel bad. But anyway, there wasn't a lot, like there's not a lot of Black queer YouTubers that were into plants, and I was like, okay, awesome. Like there's so many voices that need to be heard, and if you don't think yours needs to be heard, well, you're probably wrong. So
yeah, that's very true.
And I would also say that cringe that you feel when you hear your own voice when you're editing, I promise you it will go away, because I never thought that I would get used to hearing my own voice, and I hated it for like the first 5, 6, 7 videos. I hated it, and now I don't even think about it.
yeah, that's so true. I was the same exact way. I was just like, oh my God, am I? And when I first started my channel, I made a deal with myself that I would do it for a year. And if it didn't take off, or if I wasn't really feeling it, or if it was becoming more of a job or like a burden, then I would stop, obviously, or if it like pulled me away from my family too much, whatever. And the first couple of videos I edited, I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. And I am just very happy that I stuck it out and just pushed through. And the plant community, I feel like, is just a really great space. And they're so positive that when I first started, I got absolutely nothing but just encouraging comments, and met so many people. And it was just so great and so inspiring. So yeah.
I agree with everything you guys are saying. I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome, Kayla. And if you do start a channel, let us know. Shoot us a DM on Instagram and tell us to check it out.
Yeah, and if you want to hear more, I mean, if you want to hear more from other YouTubers with really sound advice, definitely, go over to Bloom and Grow Radio and watch their YouTube video, or Maria's YouTube video, about this very subject. That was posted 2 days ago. No, yesterday. And it's amazing. Like you get a bunch of different types of creators in there, all people, but with different audiences and stuff, and different things that they focus on. And you get advice from all of them. Like I remember when we were starting the process of that, and everyone uploading their videos, and I watched them, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is going to be an amazing video. So everyone had something really valuable to say.
Yeah, it was great.
Like, think about it. I saw someone say something like, well, I feel like there's already enough plant channels out there. Like, there's already so many. Like, where would I fit in? Like, what did beauty YouTubers think? Like, there's so many of them. There's still more cropping up. So,
yeah,
I guess
that is very true.
Yeah, there's space for everybody. And if someone tells you otherwise, or acts otherwise, they are operating out of a what is it? Like minimal mindset. What is the phrase actually? Starvation mindset. answer.
Yeah, I feel like I know what you're saying, but I can't think of the
I do too, but I can't think of it.
I mean,
But yeah,
it's
we'll go
just,
with that.
it's apparent with just us three right now. Like I obviously watch both of your videos and see your comment section. And there are people that comment on both of your videos that I've never seen like comment on mine. So it's like everyone has like people don't care for me and that's fine, but some people will. And like, yeah, I don't know what that rambling was supposed to mean. I just feel like anyone who wants to start a channel, just do it. If that's what you want to do, bring yourself joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point though, because people are going to want to see you and like to watch you. Like we all don't share the same subscriber base. Yeah, there are a lot of people who might be subscribed to all three of us, but we do have a vast, variety of different subscribers for different reasons. We all bring something different to the table. So I think that's a good point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Someone said scarcity. That's the word I was thinking of. Scarcity mindset. It's a very scarcity mindset to think there isn't enough room for everyone else. And if someone else succeeds, that in some way means that you aren't succeeding. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like Adam and Nicole's success does not take away from mine. And
right.
That wouldn't make any sense. It's not. Yeah, we all bring it. We all draw a different crowd.
Exactly.
Like people on TikTok right now who are plant people, I've never heard of a lot of these people, but they work for TikTok, and yeah. So anyway, we'll stop talking about that. But okay, we have about 5 minutes left in the chat. So if you guys have any last minute questions we can quickly run through, that would be great. If not, we will be wrapping it up in the next 5 minutes. So let us know if you have anything that you want to say. And also let us know if you want us to do this again, because this was actually very sweet and fun. And I knew it would be great, but this is really great. So thank you guys for joining me on my channel and being a part of this.
Yeah, if you guys came over here for my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because Becca has a lot of amazing videos. And thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. This is actually going to be my live video this week, so I'm not going to do it on my channel. But yeah, if you guys want to see this again, I'd love to do this like in the next couple of weeks with you guys, if you guys have the time.
Honey, I ain't getting nothing but time.
Right?
Tomorrow.
Same.
It's funny, like I feel like in this in this isolation, like either people have like been super spurred to like creativity and like people are starting channels, which I love, and people are like, I'm making videos, and then you have like me, which is like I don't feel like I can do that. So like this is like kind of a stepping stone into like start making video again, because I want to, but this was like an easy way to like hang out with friends and be on camera.
While it's okay to feel the way you're feeling, Adam, and I'm totally supportive of that, we do miss your face. So you need to bring another video.
My hair's getting
YouTube
so
space.
long. This is like a full-on mullet.
Okay, questions come in, so we're gonna do a speed round.
Okay.
Okay. What's a good average humidity for most plants? I'd say above 40%.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Above 40%. The higher you can get, the better. Make sure that you're not creating more in your home, though.
Right.
Tell us what you do for work with your mom. I work in marketing in an accounting firm. So my mom owns an accounting and consulting firm, and I work in the marketing department. It's fun. It helps me with my YouTube channel as well. Okay. And then how do you deal with answering long comments on your channel? Do you feel like you have to give long answers back? You guys go first.
I don't know. Sorry, Nicole.
No.
If it's something that someone can search in Google by themselves, and I don't usually spend a lot of time like expounding information on it. So I don't know if that's a good answer. It depends on.
No, that's honest. And I was going to say the same thing. You don't if it's just like a general question, I'll answer it. But if it's something that's more detailed, usually people will reach out in like my DMs. But I get a lot of paragraph comments, and it's more so people just kind of saying like, oh my God, I love this video, and like touching base on certain aspects of the video. So I'll just reply with a like, thanks for watching. And I genuinely mean that. And I'll, say something back to them in regards to everything that they said. And then like, something short. I don't feel Peanuts Plants has a YouTube channel. So she's a fellow YouTuber who's asking, and I feel like you don't have to do that. My subscribers know that I read them and I take them all seriously, and you don't necessarily have to reply with a full paragraph. It does take a lot of time to reply to hundreds of comments.
And people are more understanding than you think. I mean, I think a lot of the time, just with the culture of YouTube, people comment without expecting to hear back. Because that's just like, a lot of YouTubers can't get to all the comments. So if I do get a long comment, I mean, I do read it. I read the comment. And I'll try to respond to like several things throughout the comment, but I definitely don't. If they leave this much, I don't leave this much because like it's not necessary. So
right.
Okay. I hope that's helpful. And then let's see. What do we have? What's the name of the podcast you mentioned? It's called Bloom and Grow Radio. And it's on every podcast player.
Happy Little Bush just wrote it. He's a admin, so he's in blue, so you can find it there.
It's a very good podcast.
My
It is.
Factory dropped all its leaves. Should I count it dead? Never seen a ficus lose all its leaves. You guys.
Oh my goodness.
My ficus Audrey has one leaf going yet, but I don't know. That's a heartbreaker.
I wouldn't say it's dead, but on the way.
Yeah, my Audrey had 2 leaves for about a year. And then all of a sudden, like I was giving up on this girl. And then all of a sudden she just started spewing out leaves. So I don't know. Give it a couple of months, I'd say.
Yeah.
See if she pops anything out.
See how it goes. Give it a lot of humidity.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. Very fitting for the last question. Do you feel like you have to reply to all comments?
Go ahead.
Well, I think you just have to make that choice as a creator where you're going to spend your time. And if you don't answer all your comments, I think that's totally fine, especially if the video has a ton of comments. I mean, people aren't expecting you to reply to every single comment. I tend to try to do that. It gets harder and harder as the channel is growing, which is a good problem to have, but I don't know. I really try hard. I feel like I need to personally, but that's the thing that I need to work through. Like, I know that I don't have to, but I feel like I should. So.
I feel the same exact way. And as a matter of fact, every single time I get a video that has over 100 comments, I instantly think of you, Becca, and I'm just like, how the hell does she do this? Because I know that you really do try to reply or to heart or to like every single comment. And I don't know, a part of me feels like that's an important thing because this is a community that we're building and these people are taking the time to watch our videos and support our channels, but it really does get very hard and time consuming. So yeah, I try to as well though. I really do.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was on that same boat of like I needed to reply to everyone. And the last few videos that I did, I just like I couldn't muster up the energy, which I'm not making any excuses. Like I appreciate comments, and I think that it's so important to like harbor community because that's honestly what like gave me like that was the good thing in my life starting this plant journey is like harboring the community. But yeah, it's hard sometimes. It really is difficult. It takes you away from your like, you know, enjoying your life outside of like social media. And so then I was caught in a shame spiral of not answering all these comments. So if you've commented on my videos in the past few videos and I haven't replied, like I saw them and I love them and I'm going to get back to doing it. But also if it's like a comment on a video from like years ago, I don't usually, unless they've asked like a specific question. Because a lot of the times it'll be like a question that is answered already in the comments or by watching.
Yeah. Or like a newer video.
Yeah, I would say, like, as a viewer, you definitely are empowered to answer comments as well. I mean, after a certain point, like, you can share your experience, but there is a such thing as, like, going on to someone else's comments and, like, being a spammer, or kind of like you know that, you guys know what I'm talking about, like that fine line between, like, oh, you're having issues with your ficus, I have a video all about ficus, come check it out. Like, that's a little bit of social climbing. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
you as a viewer are empowered to share your experiences in the comments, and that's really special to see people talking to each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, a lot of the times. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of the times, by the time I get to my comments, because I usually only check them once or twice a day, other people in the comments had already answered other people's questions. So it's kind of
I
like.
love that too. I love when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's great. I mean, we don't have the capacity to answer all of them all of the time, and I think it's important. I do think it's important as a creator to make that a priority, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get to every single one. And a lot of the time, people don't need a response, so
Yeah.
you just have to kind of think about that as well. But yeah, I guess that's
It's time to go. I'm out of alcohol.
yeah. Yeah, okay, we're 5 minutes over. We should wrap it up. But thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate all of the questions and the fun that we had here. This was such a nice time.
It was really fun.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much, Becca, for having me and Adam on your channel.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so glad to have you guys over. Thank you for coming. And
I just want to give you guys a big squeeze.
I know.
No.
I miss you guys.
a hug. I miss you guys so much. Yeah.
I know. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. There was a lot of people here for a majority of this live, and you guys are real ones, man. 2 hours. That's dedication.
Yeah, that is a long one. Thank you, Pam. Slid in.
Thank you, Pam.
Annie.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you guys, everyone, for coming. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for being here. All of you guys. I wish that I could call out all of your names. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. So thank you for being a part of this community. Make sure that you're subscribed to Adam and Nicole if you're not. I mean, if you're here, you probably are, but they're both really awesome creators with unique things to share with you. So make sure that you're subscribed to them as well. Check them out. So, okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for
Love you
being
guys.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing. If you want us to do this again, leave it in the comments so we know how many people want that. So make sure you go to the actual comment section, not the chat, and leave a comment. All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.